Chicane sprint layout, which is disappointing because I do like the regular Nurburgring. And I am not very good at this one. I forget where I am. The parts of the track that I generally actually find myself being reasonably good at are not part of this track. So we'll see what I can do. We're coming up
for Steen on 22,
coming up 2 really good rounds though. But back in 14th place in qualifying here. Ahead of Bertrand Barrier at the moment. Serge Hendricks is probably not going to get another lap in. Scott Nick might. I expect Luciano Chazo to explode forward at some point because he's mega quick. No Mike Stoppmill today, so actually things are pretty compact. If we exclude, and I mean no offense when I say this, but Chris Ganor and Zach Wolf, who are very much developing drivers, they're getting a lot better. Everyone's within 2 seconds, I think, realistically. Scott Nick can do better than that. I don't know what's up with his 25.3 time that he's got there, but I think he'll do better. So we got the 20-minute race, and then the 40-minute race with the top 15 reverse grid. So if I can stay more or less where I am, I'll be at the front of the grid in race number 2. There is that. Interesting note, Martin's finally going to give in and run the hard tires in race 2 today to try to counter his ridiculous track tire wear issues. He had like something like 6% a lap at one point in the practice. And just going to let the cat out of the bag here. I'm getting maybe like 2.5, 2.7 a lap. And he's bringing in 6%. It's almost a 2-to-1 ratio. And keep in mind, I'm in the Corvette, which along with the Cadillac are the 2 worst on their tires. So I don't understand that. This is a track that the Vet is not terribly strong at. So it's definitely part of the problem here. But at the same time, this is what my friend calls a picnic problem. Problem in chair, not in car. Running a bit of a different setup today. I've moved the pedals around a bit to try to allow me to stretch my legs out a little bit more. I moved the seat back a little bit more, which will mean my arms might get a little more tired than before. But hopefully it preserves specifically my left leg, which has been a challenge over any kind of race distance since these pedals came into play. To be fair, to be clear, it's not the pedals' fault. It's just their size has pushed the pedals closer to me than the T3 PA Pros I had, and how they fit into the rig. Again, this will all be fixed with rig version 2.0
fastest lap for
if we
Steen
ever get around to that.
22.7.
Oh, Brody Steen may have just taken pole. So let's have a look at the grid. We're coming to the end here. Might get interrupted by a bunch of Discord talk here. Brody Steen, Andrew D. So case in point, the Vet is doing reasonably well. I'm also behind 2 other vets in the forms of Bertrand Barrier and Glenn Cabus. So,
alright, don't forget fuel, everyone.
Ooh, this isn't gonna go good.
Turn 1 is almost never good here, so watch out.
Yeah, and turn 3, bottles up.
True.
What did you guys get for fuel for 20?
Probably 35 to be safe.
When crew chief's like, I don't have the data for that. Well, you do. I just ran laps.
Just grab the consumption per lap from your setup and do the calculation manually.
Dude, that's math.
That's what I always do.
This is tough shit. I'm already, 17.
You're fine. You're fine to 35. That's
God damn.
31 is like perfect.
This club is full of aliens now.
Alright, Andrew.
You're just out of practice.
Win this.
Here we go.
Alright, Michael, get ready.
Let's do this. So So this is
Flora,
not the
green, green,
Nurburgring
green.
you're probably used to seeing.
Yellow flag.
Right
There's
side.
it's
Incident
only about a
clear,
minute.
green flag.
It's a minute
Hold your line.
25ish.
Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right. On your right.
There inevitably will be. Oh,
Hold your line.
Yellow flag. Incident
and
clear,
I'm
green
caught up
flag.
in it.
Clear right.
Not too bad. Where am I? 16th. So I dropped back a little bit. I'm out of the reverse grid pole, though. So we do want to make up
Start's okay.
ground.
Now find your groove.
Not a lot of great overtaking opportunities here. It's really a turn one type thing. And then this this turn here can be used for some overtaking. Apparently I might need some fuel. That's using a 2.26 figure that does not support what I was getting in practice or Q, though, so
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is
Back
yellow.
at it, John.
hopefully once I get across the line, it'll correct its fuel calculation, and I'll find out that I am absolutely fine through the Fast Chicane, which is fun. Serge Hendrick. Brody Steen out front. Richard DeRoche in second. Be interested to see what that P45 can do in his
Okay,
hands
Michael,
here.
don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every
1.96.
apex,
Okay, that
V16.
also isn't supported by my previous data. Made up a fair amount of ground there. Scott Nick in behind me. Waiting for Luciano Echazo to come flying forward. He is back in 18th spot, but is not really there, if you know what I mean. Still can't figure out if I want to do this in second gear or first gear. It feels like a first gear corner. But my fastest laps were all with second gear through there, so we'll use second for now. And maybe first if I'm going for an outbraking. Oh, Mauricio!
Car left. Clear left.
Mauricio Delgado off. He's had a good run actually. As has Cole McRae, who is the driver in the yellow P45 up ahead. I think this is the first track where the P45 really brings it. Alright, can you give me like an
P15,
accurate...
Sector
Okay,
3 is
that's
1.4 off the
closer
pace.
to being what I'm looking for fuel.
Car right.
Yellow flag.
Oh!
You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear left. Clear all round.
That was not fucking cool.
Green flag, all clear.
That's getting reported. That was under, like, I'm pretty sure that was under yellow flags, too, which is
The driver in front of us is Echazo.
sizably rude.
Stay between the lines, please, Michael.
I'll have to look back at the recording and see if that was under yellows or not. I'm in the same spot as Mauricio and Serge Hendricks have fallen back. I think it was Mauricio that got under me.
Oh boy.
But I'm now behind Luciano
Captain
Echazo
Echazo
and
in
Scott
front
Nick.
is now 1.4 seconds.
Scott I can catch. Car doesn't seem damaged, which is
You can say that again.
unrealistic as fuck after a roll. If this were ACC, that would be 100% a pit stop, scheduled or not.
P16.
James Mullis is in the pit lane. That's a shame. Too deep. Debating whether I want to go hards or softs, and it may honestly just depend on what the situation is. As Luciano and Scott fight
Okay, Michael. 15
Not sure I
minutes
like
left. That's 15
the POV here, or the
Yellow flag,
FOV,
stay
I should say.
sharp. Green flag.
Not sure what the yellow was for. I didn't see anybody off. Didn't pick up a position. Shouldn't let that get into fourth gear there. It's just costing me RPMs to shift down. And I'm not getting any speed out of it.
That's a new fastest lap for Steen, 123.00.
Luciano's ping's pretty nice. Normally Luciano has absolutely terrible ping, so to see him at 171 is very nice.
You've just done a
There we go,
24.88.
24.8. Fuel looks good.
Yellow flag.
That's Bertrand Barrier
Green flag, you're clear.
facing the wrong way. He's in the wrong car too, because he was
The
not.
guy behind's reeling you in. The
I'm
gap's now
largely
2.7
certain he
seconds.
was not
Quicker
a
than you,
Corvette
entering
before.
turn 5.
Or if he was, it was one of the Corvette Racing or La Sabra ones, and not a PML car. His car is kind of fucked up, I think. I don't know if it's damaged or just his tires might be off. So, the dam of Scott Nick is broken. And through has gone Luciano Ichazo.
The guy in front's had a lot of incidents. Give him a wide berth. Alright, Michael, you're reeling this guy in. The gap's now 0.
Yeah, that's kind of Barrier's
Fastest
thing.
lap for Steen,
Unfortunately.
122.86.
I like him as a
mates.
driver. Don't get me wrong, but he does, he races it in aggressive fashion. Seems like his car is,
You've just done a 125.
often just in control. Scott seemed very slow into turn 1. I can probably use that next lap. How am I doing? No real change back to Hendricks.
Car right. Clear right.
But there will be if I don't dispose of Nick quickly. Don't want to dive up there too much. I don't think it really would be on. Nor is this, but give him something to think about. Follow him through here. And then where the Corvette has its best chance to stretch its legs is the lead up to the chicane. No real overtaking opportunity in the chicane itself. We just want to stay close. And then turn 1 is where I'll try and make my play, I think.
Your lap time was at 125.68. Yellow flag, stay sharp.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear
Take
left.
it back, Scott.
Green flag, you're clear.
I
That was under yellows.
On your right. Still there.
That was a really ill-timed
Still
spin
there.
from Cole
Clear
McRae.
right.
You cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy. 16th place.
Because I had Scott without the yellows. I wouldn't have
Yellow
had to
flag.
give him the spot
Sector 2
back.
is clear. Green flag.
Barrier's off again. Looks like he may have... Yeah. I was going to say, it looks like he quit. See how far ahead of Chaza's gotten? I mean, now that's a speed thing, as well as the Cole thing, and then the Barrier thing. But and and the fact that we're,
10 minutes
you know,
remaining. 10
squabbling,
minutes.
but it shows the pace
Okay,
that
Michael,
he
that's half distance. You're looking good for fuel.
always has, and that his qualifying just didn't show. So, reverse grid pole
P15.
is mine right now.
Yellow flag sector 2.
That does not affect me. Not close enough. Oh!
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Sector 2 is clear.
Alright,
Clear
got
left.
him.
Good pass. Eyes front.
Could get Cole. Cole's got weak straight line speed in that P45. But this is a track where that doesn't really matter.
That wasn't good.
But I think he was only like
He
3/10
covered well.
faster than me.
No problem.
And he is a little
It's like a
mistake
fucking
prone.
Bronco.
Past the halfway point. Probably the only person I can get, because next up is Luciano and John Barker. Not catching them. Not without mistakes, anyways. If there's carnage, if there's mistakes, then maybe we can get higher. I was gonna say I need Scott Nick to help me out, but he's lost
the gaps
spots.
now. 1.0
Oh,
seconds.
fastest lap.
P14. That lap time was 124.46. Okay, Michael, you've used half your fuel.
At this rate, we should have about more than 60% tire life left at the end. Which would heavily suggest that we can use the softs for race 2. The hards are slower, and I did flat spot them in practice. Because they give some really uncertain braking, specifically into turn 1, that I'm sure can be adjusted for by a
Incident in
driver
sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
of a higher caliber than myself without a problem. And I think I could even myself, but that is a risk.
Yellow flag.
We're under yellows. Even if I can't see where the yellow is.
Green flag, all clear.
Somebody in the pit lane, apparently.
Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 1 is 0.8.
It's gotta
off
be
the
someone-
pace. Sector 2 is
someone towards the back of the
0.15
pack.
off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. Green flag, sector 2.
Oh. Got a lot of arrow
The gap ahead
wash.
is now 0.8.
Cole is... He's got an
10
interesting
minutes of fuel
line,
remaining.
which makes sense. That P45 is going to have a different line than me. It's not... It's, I don't want to say it's not BOP'd, because
Sector 3 is clear.
I'd say it is. But it's unique within the class. I guess that's what I'll go with. Which makes sense. It's the only mid-engine car. Alright, need to get back on this.
The gap behind
Overheated
is
the
now
tires a
decreased
little
to
bit.
1.3 seconds.
And it's letting Hendricks and Delgado come on strong. And I always see my commentary friend Cole McRae as a rival. That is for sure.
Yellow flag in sector 3. That lap was a 125.40.
So I want in on that. No, Scott Nick.
Green flag sector 1.
Holy shit, Sean.
That's him. That's Bertrand. That's James Mulliscon. It's not to mention the person that's in the pit lane, which
All right, Michael.
think
5
this
minutes
Chris
to go.
Genor?
5 minutes left. There'll be chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. Track limits. Green flag sector 3.
Or it was Chris Genor, anyways. That's him there now, but I think he was the one that was jammed in the pit lane. He's the only lapped car. Pulling away from Serge Hendricks. Chris has really worked on his blue flag behavior. Salute you if you watch this video, Chris.
Looks like a bit of a wet on your left front. Sector 1 is yellow.
Had a bit of a bad third sector there.
Looks like P2's gone
I
off.
did get a
Mercedes
24-2.
Arena. Sector 1 is clear.
Which I think is actually faster than I did in qualifying. So that's always a little embarrassing. Seems like I got Hendricks covered, more or less.
The gap in front is now 1.1 seconds.
So I can focus on Cole McRae, the owner of the Higgly Wiggly Matt Hicks.
We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Which only ESR people are going to get if they... Actually, I don't even know if all ESR people will get it. It's almost more of like a commentary joke. Ooh, that was a... Okay, that was a
Pay attention
bit
to
of a
track
cut.
limits, please, Michael.
Didn't really make up any ground with it, though, to be honest. This does feel like one of those tracks where, like, cutting the track isn't necessarily advantageous. I know in the F1 race they were pretty liberal with the track limits. Hendricks coming back at us a bit, but not close enough to really matter at the moment. He's about twice the gap back. It's about twice the gap between me and Hendricks that it is between me and Cole. I know Hendricks was
Just
a bit
2
of a
minutes left. 2 minutes
conspiracy theorist at Red Bull Ring. He was absolutely gobsmacked by how fast Mike Stoppmill was. And, you're not alone, Mike. Or you're not alone, Serge. You're not alone. But that is what Mike Stoppmill does. Although, if you really want a scarier thought to realize, Mike Stoppmill is not the fastest sim racer in the world. There are faster
to go.
guys.
Okay, Michael. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
No one in this community, mind you. Although
Yellow
prime
flag,
Jason
1.
Mons versus Mike Stoppmill would be something I'd be very interested in seeing.
Green flag sector 1.
Or like a very determined, very practiced
Lap time was 124.41.
Darcy Parkinson.
Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace.
Or to be, or a decent ping Brody Steen, who I don't know if he's still winning. Kind of waiting for him to lap Chris Genor for a second time so we can see who's in the lead. Not that it matters. And those are not the rarefied air that I am competing with standings-wise. That would be more like, well, the Serge Hendricks and Cole McRae's of the world. Luciano's claimed John Barker. I've more or less been keeping pace with Barker, which is good.
14th.
That's the kind of people I'd like to be able to keep up with, and with this track being difficult to overtake on, maybe turn the reverse grid front row start right now into something.
One more lap
As I
to go.
am losing ground to Cole McRae, despite still doing 24s. He's got his head down and is delivering right now. Serge Hendricks is catching me now that he doesn't have Mauricio keeping him any company. Serge could be a live dog for a podium here in race 2.
Yellow flag.
Cole.
You're clear. Incident clear.
Well, that was a really unfulfilling way to get him. And now we just need to bring it on home. Oh, well, it was not. Oh, it was Brody Steen that won. Who was I thinking STE was, if not Brody Steen? I mean, come on. Big cut there. How are the tires? 61%. Does worry me a little bit.
P13. That's the end of the race. We'll get him next time.
Does worry me a bit. Can I go with the softs? I feel like I kind of have to go with the softs. Alright, let's do some fuel calculations here real quick. So, buff it up to 40 minutes. Looking at 30 laps, maybe? 61.5 liters. And my projected tire wear... The lifespan of the tires is only 37 laps. That does concern me. An apology from Mauricio, I think, for the dive bomb. Still going to report it.
I'm pretty sure the director was on 3, 4, 5, and 6 the entire race.
That's disappointing. We had some good fights down at the lower end of the reverse grid.
It was ridiculous here.
Congrats, Brody.
If I could get this shifter to stop double shifting, that'd be great.
So 61.5. We want to probably
Don't
bring
forget
in an
fuel,
extra
guys.
lap, so 64 liters. I think we'll do it. So let's go with that. $31.5 apparently. That will do. All right. Starting
I almost forgot
starting near
tires.
the front, and I've been able to turn these
put
reverse
on
grid
hard tires
races
if
into
you
a
would.
pair
That would've
of pretty
been
solid
bad.
results. So
All right, reverse grid, everyone. Make sure you remember there's about 5-6 car length there before your braking point there, the top 5-6.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to break even earlier with double
Oh,
fuel.
yeah. Brake way earlier, cold tires, hard tires, heavy fuel. Come on,
14
guys.
minutes.
it'll be
We
Cole
can do this.
and
Yep,
Serge
easily
on pole,
150-ish
and I'm on row 2 with John
for the
Barker.
first guys, probably.
Green, green, green.
Cole got a very bad
right.
start.
Still there. Hold your line.
It's down into
Clear
second
right.
gear.
You're in the middle. 3 wide.
Oh,
Shit.
Yellow
he did
flag.
get a better
Clear
line.
right. Clear all
As I
round.
got nudged.
Luciano.
Clear. Green flag.
Don't know who nudged me. Suspect it might have been Sean
Sector 1 is
Zulu.
clear.
I always mistrust a guy who made up a lot of ground at the start there, and is right behind me. So yes, I think it was Sean Zulu, but not sure. So this is a theory on stream. The facts will be sorted out in the stewarding room. Probably no penalty because nothing really came of it, but depends it depends. If it was Zulu, how big was the lunch? If it was someone like John Barker, But Barker seems to have vanished.
Car right. Clear right.
Going around the outside of Cole. Got him.
Nice one, Michael. This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits.
I was going to say, that's not going to stay purple for long. Well, this is the third race in a row that I've gotten to lead.
Car left, clear left.
In the reverse grids, anyways.
Sector 1 is yellow.
Although the Red Bull Ring I led for like less than a lap, so. I knew I'd do that at least once.
Yellow flag, stay sharp.
Clear right.
Oh, Richard's plowed his way up here.
You're locking your right front going into turn 5.
Sorry, Michael.
No, nothing to apologize for.
On your left. Clear left.
Plus, you got me past Zulu.
Sector 1 is clear.
And now we begin Operation Richard's Best Buddy in the World. Because Richard has to know. Richard was top dog on the leaderboard. I don't know how I didn't catch how well he did in race 1, but I will have probably nothing for him. And will be servicing as a, not intentionally, but as a rear gunner for him against whoever comes through. Although right now it's Serge Hendricks who's in 3rd place, so. Well, a couple of faster guys did come through. They haven't managed to hold position. So that is helping me. That is going to help me out a little bit, I think. Because you got Hendricks and Barker and... I don't know where Zulu finished in the first race, but I don't think of him as that next tier. I do think of Josiah Jerome, who's in 6th place as that, and Sean Kenny, who's in 8th. Although, interestingly enough, according to the PI charts,
about track limits. Keep it
Sean Kenny is not much above me, which is bizarre.
The leader has just done a 123.31.
What that probably means is that the majority of his races are
James, you gave me a heart attack. Or near one.
They're all braking really early. I nearly killed somebody on the last lap.
Oh my god.
I'm finding from the PI charts with ESR that, to be honest, a great deal of your PI can be discerned as how many races do you have with stop mill and how many without. And as a result, I do think the Wednesday series, guys.
Okay, Michael. Hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
Right side. Clear right.
That was a bit...
It's my bad.
...opportunistic by Serge Hendricks. It's not him apologizing. Sean Kenny's further back. That's Cole McRae out. He had a bad Red Bull ring. And now he's out here. A little bit heavy on fuel.
You've just done a 125.55. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. The gap in front has increased. It's now about 4.9 seconds.
I think
Man, I'm
something
sorry about
happened
that.
with Sean Kenny.
This fucking car.
Green flag Sector 1.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it every time Sean says that. I'm not gonna bother with saying anything on comms. Wait, did Sean just quit? Or is that whoever he hit? Someone just quit. That's disappointing. I've always said this, and it comes up a lot in regards to Porsche, or in his case of the Rough, which is just a knockoff Porsche. People repetitively will say, oh man, this car, and it's like, but you picked the car. Did you not thoroughly vet the car? Like, to be clear, I vetted cars I knew I wasn't going to pick. Although, admittedly, the Rough, which was one of the ones I was, not likely to pick, actually did make me fall just a tad bit in love with it. Yeah.
It's a different ballgame with hard tires. Whew.
That's John Barcadero in behind me. John Spriggs is way back there. Behind Zach Wolf. So something happened to him. That is not a natural place you'll see the bull in his natural habitat. How are the tires doing?
Yellow flag, stay sharp. Green flag, Sector 2.
%, 15% cooked in less than 30 minutes. I mean, even at that rate, we'd be talking... I mean, at that rate, actually, we'd be only talking about 40% at the end. Which is not too bad. I have done some laps at that level, and they were not
That
bad.
was at 125.69.
My fuel count is looking a little bit better now. Only plus 4 liters. It was plus 6.
Left side.
Still too high, though.
Hold your line. Clear left.
You want it to be in the plus, but you want it to be plus about a lap. That's plus about 2 laps.
Slow in, fast out. Keep the inside line covered.
Yep,
Right side. Clear right.
that's what I'm doing. I'm not really interested in doing fast laps right now, because what I need to do is keep position. And to be honest, slower laps, depending on why they are slower, may actually be kinder to the tires. I'm going to use 4th gear from here through here, though. I was using 3rd to make sure I got through there legally for a number of laps. Also, as usual, my body is starting to fail me a little bit. But it is not the knee, so... might be in the right direction with the pedals. Leg is much straighter now. More stretched out. Nice and easy on the tires. Keep the inside line covered. There is race 1 leader Brody Steen. That's the blue or the white BMW.
P2. Okay, Michael, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
That corner, though, could be the end of me. The car wants to snap around badly through there. The problem is there's no nice way to take that corner because it's such an overtaking zone. Well, Steen and Josiah got through. Actually, was Barker the yellow flag? Barker was the yellow flag, I think, because he's gone. It's now Josiah Jerome and Ichazo in 3rd and 4th. Or 4th and 5th. And then Hendricks, Edmonds, and Andrew D.
Come on.
Yellow flag sector 3. Steen is getting closer. The gap's come down to 0.24. They're quicker than us entering zone 5. That lap time was 125.13.
Car right. Hold your line.
He's going for it.
Clear right.
Come on, Michael. Don't panic. We'll get him back.
I mean, I doubt it.
The guy ahead
He's like the
is
fastest
Steen.
guy on the track. He is somewhat mistake-prone. He is Australian, and
Sector 3 is clear.
as a result,
Let's
has
see how wide you can make this thing.
not an amazing connection. Although 145 is not too bad. Wonder if maybe there's been a just an upgrade to the RaceRoom networking. Because that's Ichazo and Brody Steen who have much better than usual connectivity.
Oh, I don't know what's going on here. The tires are gone. I'm driving on absolute ice right now. This is ridiculous.
Do you have heat in them?
I can't even take the chicane. Fucking hell.
Focus on the exits. We can go faster here.
There we
P3.
go. Got into the 24s finally. %, tire life gone. So it'll be below 50 for sure at the end. But the prediction, admittedly, was around 30.
Your left front has a bit of wear.
Keeping reasonably up with Brody. Where is Martin? He is falling off really badly. Someone needs to teach Martin how to manage his tires.
Just cut the track.
Cut the track pretty significantly, actually.
The car in front's lap time is a 123.58.
Jeez, he's running 23s? Yeah, no, I can't keep up with that. 24s I can do. 23s, no. PB in Sector 1. Or at least, you know, session best. Although I feel like that's probably a PB just altogether. Because I remember in qualifying, like, I would have been happy with that.
Make them do the work. They're faster than us in 2, turn 5.
So did I beat it in first in number 1? I don't know.
We're seeing minor wear on the fronts. The guy ahead has just done a 123.32. Yellow flag. Green flag, you're clear.
Right side, clear right.
It's 22 more minutes of this. Oh boy. Brody and Richard need to give me, like, money. Still in the 24s.
That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Good consistency, yeah. God, I hate that feeling of the car going over the crest there. Ichazo's actually fallen back to 3 seconds behind us, which is weird because
Sector 1 is clear.
With the amount of squabbling me and Josiah are doing, there's no way he shouldn't be eating us up. I am accelerating the loss of tire life, though. You can see that by the fact that we're at 65% now. It's 35% used. And that will put me somewhere around 30 left at the end of the race. Question is, do I have any hard tire runners around me?
Keep it up, we're looking good here. 20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left. Halfway home, fuel's good.
If not, what's everyone else sitting for tire life? Because if everyone's on faded tires, you'll want to be the one in front. It's easier to defend on bad tires than it is to overtake on bad tires. We know Martin is on the hards, but we don't know who else is. That is something I wish Crew Chief or the game would tell you, or the web hub. Like, just give me a tire indicator. Not life of the tire, because that's not something you'd know in real life. But like, you would in real life be able to, you know, walk up and down the grid and note who's on hards, who's on softs. That would be open knowledge, because those who are unfamiliar with racing, pro racing, and there's a surprising number of sim fans that are, the tires are color-coded, and they say what they are. So before the race, I could have walked up to, or We're going past the 5th right now.
25.38.
My spotter could be like, he's on hards. You probably won't be able to defend against him, because if Josiah is on hards, he's got me. He's probably got me either way, but he's especially got me if he's on hards.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Who's coming up behind them?
Green flag sector 1.
Chaza's close. Andrew D's within 5 seconds. And it's Glenn Cabus. It's a pretty strong showing from Corvette with me.
You've got half your fuel left.
Chazo in 5th place, and then D in 6th, then Cabus in 7th. It's pretty solid. Serge Hendricks. I do feel like Serge is not really a threat. Martin, it really depends if he can get the hards to turn on.
Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. That's a new fastest lap for Steen, 123.12. Green flag sector 1.
Don't care what Steen and DeRoche are on because they are gone.
On your right. Clear right.
There's a light touch from Josiah. My potential future Audi teammate in the... Well, not teammate, but brand mate. I'd be an Audi in the Saturday and Wednesday series, and probably not doing the Sunday. I'm available on Sundays, but my knee after the Saturdays probably will have had enough. But if I can sort out this...
On your right. Clear right.
This whole, you know, seating situation, because the knee feels actually pretty good today. It is the thigh and ass coccyx that are slightly problematic.
You've got a bit of tyre wear.
You know what's disappointing is this game doesn't allow for a mix match of tires.
Right side, clear right.
It's like hards on the front, softs on the back sort of thing. Down at the 25s now. 15 minutes to go.
Car right.
Oh!
Clear right.
Defend your position. Don't let him through.
Sorry, Josa. I think that was more my fault than anything else.
The gap to Steen ahead is now 11 seconds. Well done, Michael. You're looking really good. Come on,
Josiah got him back.
15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. We're seeing right front locking into turn 5.
Or Chazo gave him the spot, or Chazo made a major mistake. Because he fell back. He's well back there. Wow. D and Cabus catching. Martin just got Hendricks. Catching up to Zach Wolf for a lapping.
Sector 1 is 1.1 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.7
Oh, a terrible
off the
lap.
pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Considering there was contact.
The gap to Jerome behind is now 1.5 seconds. Yellow flag, sector 1. Track limits, watch those lines.
I don't think it is, crew chief. That looks like less than a second to me, although apparently it is a second. Josiah does have a tendency to burn his tires out a little bit, so unless he's gone hard, I might be able to hold this. Or I might be completely kidding myself that a podium is remotely possible. But if I can bring, like, Andrew... it's kind of the irony is that going fast is not the answer in this case. Because I almost want D and Cavis to catch up. And they can try and brute force their way through.
Yellow flag.
Right
Ah,
side.
shit.
Still there.
Incident clear. Green flag.
Clear right.
Nah, bad luck, mate.
Damage is okay. That was going to become more and more likely across the race, unfortunately. That first turn is easy to lose it in.
Welcome to ice skating, John.
Alright. No tires left.
I think we could safely assume John's on softs then. That would be John Barker. Although he did overtake Martin, so... And Serge Hendricks, so... Can't be that bad. Unless that was, you know, off track. Now these are the spots I really want to hold because D and Cavis are actually around me in the championship. Ichazo and Josiah are more number one, much quicker. Oh, the same can be said for D, but they're very part-time in the championship.
D is closing you down. The gap has come down to 0.7.
I don't really much care about the gap. This is not a question of gap, it's a question of can he get by. Same with Cavis. Fairly
Okay,
safe after
10
that.
minutes to go. That's 10 minutes
Barker
left.
is
Sector 3
fairly
is
far
0.7
behind
off the
and
pace.
is bemoaning his tire situation.
Defend hard. Make them work for it.
Oh, I fucking intend to.
Sector 1 is clear.
Gotta wonder, without that spin, was there a podium chance? Oh no, I don't know. I'd like to think there was, but the realist in me is also going, come on, it's Josiah Jerome, it's Luciano Ichazo. They're faster than you. They can do this.
This is a joke.
There's a bit of wear on your right side tyres. Your left front showing some wear. Keep an eye on it. Last lap was a 125.24. Sectors 1 and
Looks
3
like
are
Luciano's
0.6
got a little
off the pace.
something
Sector 2 is
more left in the
0.48
tank
off the
than
pace.
Josiah. Oh, big save. Looks like Andrew got a little tank slapper there too. Or was just way too late on the brakes.
Yellow flag.
I don't know. Oh, Josiah went around.
Green flag, you're clear.
On your right. Clear right.
Looked like that was maybe on his own, though, and not a result of anything Ichazo did.
Green flag, sector 1.
Right side. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
I mean, that probably answers my earlier question, at least.
Oh, Michael.
Could I have held off
Josiah?
I don't know.
Sector 3 is 1.3 off the pace.
Clear right. Left
Ooh,
side.
Chazo
3
went
wide.
very
you're in the middle.
wide.
Clear right. Clear all round.
Oop. Car looks a lot like the BMW Judd. I forget what class that's in. Touring Clark Classics or something? No, Hill Climb Icons. That's what it is. It's got very much that livery.
Use all the track. Force him to find the gap.
Steen is
Yellow
coming
flag,
down
sector
on
1.
Richard hard. I'm gonna so poke fun of Richard. Really, if he wins or loses. If he wins, it's all because of me.
Sector 1 is clear.
If he loses,
P5. You've
it's
just
all
done
because
a
of him.
25.77. Yellow flag. You're clear. Incident clear. The gap to D behind is now 0.8.
I think that's Butler who maybe caused the yellow.
Okay, Michael. You've got
Judging
10
by the
minutes of
fact
fuel
that he's
remaining.
back in a kind of un-Butler spot here, being lapped. I don't need fuel updates. Fuel's good.
5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. We're seeing minor wear on your rear tyres. You got some wear on your front tyres?
Yeah, I do. So 5 minutes at 2.5 a minute. 5%, 7.5%. Yeah, so high 20s will be left.
Yellow flag. Stay sharp.
Oh, Butler's in P45.
Incident clear. Green flag.
Odd choice for him.
0.7 off the pace.
Still doing actually okay lap times despite the condition of the tires. 25.1 is actually fairly decent.
Alright, Michael. We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. Green flag sector 3.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I can feel particularly the backs losing grip.
So if you have a flat, the whole percentage goes off, right?
Yes.
Green flag sector 1.
It'll go black.
It feels like I have a flat. It's pulling. Oh yeah.
Probably just a flat spot.
Oh no. This is. It's
Yellow flag in sector 2.
24.9.
It's pulling from one side to another. Oh my god. What is going on?
That might be Martin done.
Sector 2 is clear.
Even on hards. What the hell, Martin?
You're reeling. Jerome.
What percentage is the
now
tyre at?
0.6.
52 front left. I've never felt this in RaceRoom. Even with a flat.
I think that's that weird glitch. You get a flat spot with a Thrustmaster wheel, it inverts the force feedback.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it feels like. Oh my god. Yeah, it's pulling from one side to another. Oh my god. That's nuts. Oh well.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
There is a little thing with Thrustmaster wheels being kind of bizarre with flat spots in this game. Is what Brody's getting. I didn't realize Brody this whole time has been in the chat. I'd make fun of him too, but I think he would have gotten a podium with or without my my diligent defending here. .25.3. Still not bad. Although tires are
Car left.
the
Hold your
30%
line.
mark.
Clear left.
Not sure why D thought he could go around the outside. Unless he's on the hards.
Sector 1 is
And
yellow.
thinks
Yellow
that he
flag.
has tire life.
Green flag, all clear.
Alright. Nothing helped me out. Although I think it may have been Ichazo who went off.
Green flag sector 1.
He looks to me a lot closer. I wasn't paying attention to the gap to him. So right now it's... Or wait, was it D? It was D! No, darn. Because that's Cabus alone in my rear view now. So we'll get one more lap. Tires down to 28%, so probably going to finish around 25. Barker, with his tires are gone, way to go, has actually been catching up steadily. And is now in 7th. D is back to 9th with Spriggs.
5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. Last
Serge
lap.
Evans. We'll take the safe line. I'm not thinking about anything but finishing where I am.
Sector 3 is yellow.
If Josiah wants to think about pushing and screws up, I'll take the spot, but that is
Sector 3 is clear.
the only way I'm going forward. Well, or Ichazo. But Ichazo has no reason to push. Like, none whatsoever.
Lucky dude.
No tires. I
Yeah,
was
same.
trying so bad not to get you.
Yeah, I think you went way above, man. Like, you really got out of the way there. I would have got around you.
No worries.
Cheers.
As long as I
better,
don't
right?
collect someone with my mistake, that's the main thing.
People are
P5,
still
that's
racing,
it.
guys.
We're done.
Sorry.
You know, knee feels not great, but better than it has. Certainly better than it has. So, I would say that the setup changes in that regard worked, and we've got that a little bit better. Still not great. My thighs and butt were giving out on me, but there's like literally
Someone
nothing
just
I can do
crashed
about that.
majorly. It's on the director.
Maybe autopilot on the cooldown lap.
Oh no, it's James.
Yep. This car's a piece of shit.
Why'd you pick it then? I'll ask you the same question that
It isn't the BMW.
I'll ask you the same question whenever that I ask Sean whenever he complains about his car. Why'd you pick it?
Why not?
Car.
Right, Richard.
You're welcome, Richard. I spotted you a 20-second lead almost.
Yes, thank you, Michael. That was good.
Sorry about the bump there, John.
No worries. I knew I wasn't going to hold you long, but, oh man. That was
Chris
fun.
Ganor didn't make
It was
the
a bit
end.
awkward.
That's a shame.
I tried to back out of it, but I didn't think I'd hit you that hard.
Nah, it's my
Mauricio
fault
finished-
for having my elbows out.
Mauricio
so,
finished on the lead lap. That's cool as well. That's nice. Anyways, that's all from Nurburgring.
I
I'm
might
off
have to
wa-
try another car or drop out completely because this is not.
I mean,
This is not fun.
the unfortunate thing I have for you is that there isn't much better tire wear from the other cars. You're already in a decent tire car. Well, I'm off to do some fights. I hope everybody enjoyed. I'll check oh, there's some chat. Vamos mio. Drive faster, you hooligan. The faster you drive, the more fights you can watch. Call them motherfuckers. Give Jerome the higher shoulder. Place them within the barriers. Nice. Thank you, Byron and Javier. And also, thank you for have this too, Casino thanks, and Big Cortana. Or Bing Cortana. Anyways, I'm off.